So I'll do a new start since I'm going to isolate this clip. AEW's All Out takes place this Saturday. Make sure you join us for live coverage and discussion and a post-show podcast. It is from Hoffman Estates, Illinois. I will be there. I'll be trying to get content. But let's go ahead and make our predictions, Alex. SCU against Luchasaurus, Marco Stunt, and Jungle Boy. Marco Stunt is too easy to take the pin there. Yeah. SCU to be kept strong, sure. Luchasaurus, Marco, and Jungle Boy are over, though. Yes. They are super over. But I think SCU's getting this win. What do you think?
Yeah, SCU's getting the win. The trio involving the Jungle Boy and his Luchasaurus that he rides to the ring, and also a man's much smaller than Jungle Boy. That's going to be a lot of fun. People are going to love it. But you're right. It's too easy to give Marco the pin here. To have him take the pin, and that's it. You know.
Private Party versus Angelico and Jack Evans. This has to be Private Party. Angelico and Jack Evans did not click for me.
No, they didn't. But they have in the past. They're really good, and they're really good in the past when they've teamed together in PWG and stuff like that. And I think the match is going to be great. But Private Party needs to be put over here. They are a star tag team for this promotion. Use them correctly.
Riho versus Hikaru Shida, and it appears as if the winner of this may compete for the AEW Women's title. We don't know that for sure. I know that Riho had signed a 5-show deal and was going to kind of see how things go. Based on that, I don't think that's like a guarantee that Shida will win or anything, because they could have Riho win and then just lose the title match. But I am going to go with Riho here. I think she's going to win.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a pretty interesting way of enticing her to maybe extend that 5-show deal to a longer one. Yeah, I do think that she's probably going to win this match.
The Casino Battle Royal. So far, we know that Brandy Rhodes, Allie, Yuka Sakazaki, Nyla Rose, Britt Baker, Teal Piper, Jazz, Eva Lise, Big Swole, and Sadie Gibbs are in it. I got Britt Baker winning this.
Yeah.
And she should. She is a star.
Yeah, she's a star. It's the best thing it's best for business to have Britt Baker be the person that comes out of this, and you hitch your wagon to her as a major face in your women's division going forth into weekly television.
Cody Rhodes versus Shawn Spears. I have been digging this. I like Tully Blanchard there with Shawn Spears. I guess we'll see how it ends up, because let's be honest, we've not really seen Tully in a long time. And AEW has had some ideas that in execution haven't necessarily been the best. Like Alex Marvez, for example. Jim Ross, for another example. I think the idea of Tully is good. We'll see how it is in practice.
Yeah.
I think Shawn Spears wins this. I think they got to establish him out of the gate. And to be honest with you, what? This going to hurt Cody? Doubt it.
No, Cody's pretty much bulletproof. He's not chair-proof, as we saw, but he's pretty much bulletproof. I think Shawn Spears should win this because they need to build another guy for their weekly television to like make us take him seriously. I mean, he can certainly win it via underhanded means if you want to keep Cody looking strong or whatever. But I feel like Shawn should win this just to give them another guy to run with, particularly with the Moxley injury, and we don't know how long he's going to be out and stuff like that. You want to have another face that you can run with.
Darby Allin versus Joey Janela versus Jimmy Havoc. I get the feeling Darby Allin's winning this based on his performance against Cody Rhodes. I know a lot of people think that Jimmy Havoc is like the second coming. I don't necessarily think so. And Joey Janela is Joey Janela. He is an attraction for what he does. But Darby Allin, I think, is somebody that they believe they've got some stock in, and I think he's going to win.
Yeah, they got a lot of stock in him. They should push him pretty quickly. He's so young and very interesting. I feel like Janela is fun, but I don't know what his ceiling is specifically. I think Allen's ceiling is very, very high in this company.
The Dark Order versus the Best Friends. Winners get a first round bye in the tag title tournament. Dark Order are probably winning this. I don't like the gimmick, but I like their in-ring work. I think that Stu Grayson is one of the most talented people in this company. I think that they're going to win this match.
Yeah, I do too. I think they probably win. I don't need to see any more of their random Jumbotron promos where they're all just hanging out after having dropped a lewd, because they're all like, well, I'll talk to you about this thing that's gonna happen. I don't need any more of that. So
AAA Tag Team Championships, a ladder match, Lucha Brothers versus Young Bucks. I know a couple things. I don't need to see the AAA tag titles in this company again, and I don't need to see these two teams for a long time against each other.
Yeah.
They killed the town with these guys. Will this be an excellent match? I bet it'll be an amazing match.
Yeah.
But I don't need the AAA tag titles there.
No, I don't need them either. And you're right. This match could easily steal the show, and I'm kind of over it already. Like, how is that possible that I'm like, I know this match is going to be amazing, but I mean, they're building other tag teams. I have to remind myself that in 6 months, all these tag teams that they're building right now are going to be on the same level, so that won't just have to be the only team that can possibly challenge the Young Bucks is the Lucha Brothers. That's the only one that's on their level. That's not going to be the case for much longer, hopefully. So that's where we're at. But I think that the match is going to be amazing. As far as who wins, gosh, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
Pac versus Kenny Omega. Pac replacing Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
This was as good of a scenario as you could possibly be if you're AEW. And to get Pac back, and who knows for how long, how much. There was the Dragon Gate situation. There were rumors of visas and all that stuff, but Pac will be there. He's facing Kenny Omega. This is a tough one because this is Pac's first AEW match.
Yep.
But Kenny Omega, do you want to beat him when you know that they got to go back to Moxley eventually?
Yeah.
Or does Omega even need the win? Can Moxley physically be there to cost Omega the match?
Yeah, all he's got to do is just be there, walk up someplace where Omega can see him, and they can do something that costs him the match that way. He doesn't actually have to get physically involved. I don't know. You create a very tantalizing paradox as to who needs this win more. I think that a lot of what fans' perception of Pac was a few months ago was that he was too good to take the loss and didn't want. I mean, whether or not that was correct, like the perception of him was that he refused to lie down. He refused to take the loss. So it might do a lot to build goodwill back up with fans, regardless of actually if that's true or not, is if he comes in and in his first match looks like $1 million but still loses. I feel like you could still build him in a way that is an amazing attraction. Everyone wants to see him, even if he does take the loss in his first.
But the thing is, do they want to build that perception? Do they want to rehabilitate his perception, or do they want to make him dirty, nasty bastard that doesn't want to lose because of the type of crowd that you're working towards that, quite frankly, watch these shows, read these articles, follow along digitally, all that stuff? I think you want to manipulate that audience, and I think that's true. I think the idea that Pac wouldn't lose to Omega even, I think that resonates really well.
Yeah. I think that also they could do a thing where Pac sees the writing on the wall, can't put away Kenny, and just takes a chair to him and says, I'm not losing this match, and you're not beating me. Does that?
But I know they don't like to do those finishes.
That's true. I am thinking along the lines of another company.
Yes.
And how they would do it. So yeah, you're right.
Vacant AEW World Championship, Adam Hangman Page against Chris Jericho. I think it's Hangman Page. I think it would be a misstep to put the title on someone who exemplifies WWE so much, like Chris Jericho. I think that Hangman Page is the right one, even if he's not quite over as they think he should be. That's an easy remedy. He just loses it at some point.
Yeah.
But, oh, man. I even think a good story could be Hangman Page winning it and then losing it a couple weeks later. And that changing him, that giving him some edge, that I got there but I couldn't hold on to it type of thing.
Yep.
What do you think?
I think you put it on Jericho on this Saturday, and then have the rematch. Have Jericho do it via shenanigans or whatever, like underhanded ways, and then have Page versus Jericho headline the first TV taping, the first live thing on the 2nd of October, and have Page beat Jericho there for the title on their first thing. Like, make it an event thing. Like, make the rematch a reason for the rematch. Because Jericho was, like, threw salt in his eyes or something crazy.